Hey guys, RockingTheBlade here once again. What's up, everybody? You know, I've seen a lot of movies and I'm so behind. And due to personal problems, aka with my brother being sick and my mom being sick, and then I got sick again, I didn't have time to do movie reviews. So what I decided to do, because I saw all these three movies, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a little recap of the movie, overall plot synopsis, and show you my grade for each movie that I saw. So the first movie I saw in this year in 2019 is The Upside, the Kevin Hart movie with Bryan Cranston. And despite the controversy with him, if you want my take on that, he said what he said a long time ago was terrible. I don't condone it, but he's apologized for it. And he hasn't done anything like that since, like with James Gunn. So let's move on. So basically, the plot's not based about this dad who just came out of prison. He's trying to find work, and and if he doesn't find work soon, he might get in serious trouble. So he's going to all these jobs, having them sign the papers. He's not really looking. He's trying to find work, but no one's hiring him. And he just happens to. He was going to this place which he thought was for a janitor job, but it was just to take care of Bryan Cranston's character, who's paralyzed from the neck down, and you kind of see the interviews. The other Nicole Kidman's in the movie too. She interviews other people, and not that they're bad, but Bryan Cranston's character just finds them dry and boring. It's like, this is they're just playing nice because of how I am, and not seeing me, and not they're being sympathetic, not seeing me as a human being, just just play sympathetic just to get the job. Where when Kevin Hart's character comes on, he's blunt, he's right in his face, and he liked it so much that he hired him, and the pay is really good. So basically, it's just to take care of him, feed him, wash him, shave him, feed him, wash him, save him, and just basically look after him, be his caretaker, because he can't do it himself. And throughout the journey, they end up bonding together and end up becoming really good friends. And also, it's based on a true story, though I think it's based. I believe it was a story that happened in Europe. I could be wrong, but I know it didn't happen in America. That I can safely, they kind of Americanized it, but still, it is based on an event, a true event that happened. And it's a good movie. It's not great. It's not perfect. I mean, there's some slow parts, but for the most part, it's an enjoyably good movie. Of course, Bryan Cranston is a fantastic actor. He's really. What else more I could say about him? But the one I'm really surprised was Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart. Let's get right to it. Dude's funny as hell. We all know he's funny. We all know he's talented in terms of the art of comedy. But can he do a drama? And we found out, yes, he can. And actually, I want to see him more in more dramas, to be honest. And he did a good job. And every time it's Kevin Hart and Bryan's Cranston characters are together, you feel the chemistry. It was legit. It felt real. It didn't feel phoned in. It was really, 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 really good. And I liked that. And they carried this movie. They really, because if that didn't work, the movie just fell apart. But because the chemistry was so good, it held together, and I cannot recommend the movie enough. It's considering what's going on, especially on the political side of things going on in the world. It's really nasty and bad. Everyone's just bitter and angry and scared, not knowing what's going to happen. So it's good to see a movie like this come out, a good feel-good movie to come out. I think the world needed something like this. So I give The Upside. I know it's probably reverse, maybe it's showing it right, I'm not sure. I give the upside a 7.5 out of 10. Now the next one I'm gonna do is the Liam Neeson movie, The Cold Pursuit. Again, controversy on his side too. And again, if you want my thoughts on that, here's this. It wasn't found out, it wasn't a gotcha moment. He came out, that's how he felt about the situation, and he admitted that what he felt was wrong, and He hasn't done it. He hasn't done like that since that time. So people shouldn't be condemning him, wanting him to lose his job. He came forth. He had that conversation, and in my opinion, the hate and the backlash shouldn't have come to him the way it did. So, in my opinion, at the end of the day, in my personal opinion, he shouldn't have gotten attacked for what he did, for what he said. And at the end of the day, he was honest about his feelings, and he even, like I said before, he regret thinking the way he did. That aside, let's go to the movie itself, The Cold Pursuit. So basically, it's a revenge movie. So basically, it's about his son who works in the airport, and small spoilers, but to kind of get context going on, he gets kidnapped by these guys for what reason? For spoiler reasons, I won't say why. Him and his friend get kidnapped, and then they put him in the park. You know, Liam Neeson and the mother of this character that got kidnapped were trying to find him because he didn't show up he didn't come home or whatever, and they found him dead over OD on drugs. So, and then Liam Neeson was in. Of course, I mean, I can only imagine what it's like to lose a kid. You know what I mean? Especially the way, especially when he found out his kid's a drug, the absolute shock and not knowing how to process it was sad. It was really good acting on his part, and the mother's too. And so, and he thought that his son, he didn't want to believe it, of course. I mean, no one wants to believe that his son is a druggie and stuff. But then he found out through his friend. He let his friend show up to his place, to Liam Neeson's place or workplace or whatever, and he basically told him, "No, we got kidnapped. Your son didn't kill yourself. We got kidnapped." So now it's on a big. So now so basically the plot of the movie is on him finding out who kidnapped his son and why they did it, and he's bitter, he's mad, he's angry, and he's punching and shooting whoever gets in his way. So it's not like Taken in terms of the action, but it's a good revenge movie. It's a classic case of don't mess with someone you don't know, and this man is out for blood, and you can feel like the intensity in each scene, where each person he goes after, you feel the raw intensity of it, and it's a really well written, good movie. And the main villain is this rich douchebag guy. Oh my god, I like his character. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips. There's one scene with him and his ex-wife, who's this Indian beautiful girl. She gets some good. I won't spoil what happens, but boy, did she get his ass good. And I'm like, good for you, my lady. Good for you. He's a piece of shit. I see why you left him. But it's just though. Besides him and Liam Neeson, everyone else is kind of just generic, just standard characters. But for the most part, it's a good movie. It's a good time. I guess it's not like action packed like the Taken movies or anything else he's done. But it's a damn good Liam Neeson movie. Very underrated. It's not doing well in the box office though. I think it's because of the damn controversy. Though I mean, it did make, like, last time I checked, like $35 to $36 million. That's not bad, but I'm not sure how much it took to make the movie. So that could be good. That could be bad. I don't know. Saying things a box office flop. I don't know. I think it hasn't gotten released internationally yet, so I think it's too early to say. But I hope it does pick up steam, because it is a good movie, in my opinion. So well acted, pretty cool shootouts here and there. They're not the best shootouts, the best choreographed action scenes, but it's just a well acted, good. I think you go more for the acting than the need. I mean, there's some cool shootout moments and little fights here and there, but like nothing like on this big scale of the Protector or something like that. But it's a good revenge movie. Not the best in the world, but it's a good revenge movie. I cannot recommend enough. So I give that a solid 7 out of 10. The Upside's better, obviously, but it's still a good movie. I give it a watch. And finally, the last one I saw, and people were worried about it, considering the history of it, Alita Battle Angel. So, it's based on an anime, which I didn't know. And live action anime movies, or hasn't done well. I mean, the only other one that's, but then again, it was made by a Japanese company, so of course, those I love and support. The only one I've known, the only ones I know that were good, one I've seen and one I haven't. The Bleach movie is a damn good, it's not great, but a damn good adaptation of the manga / anime. Definitely go see it. If you have Netflix, go see it. If you're a Bleach fan, go see it. In fact, if you want my opinion on it, I did a review on this channel on it. If you want to hear my thoughts on it, definitely go see it if you want my opinion on it. And the other one's Rurouni Kenshin. But other than that, it has not been so good. We got a lot of Dragon Ball Evolutions to even Japan screwing up themselves with Attack on Titan. So it's even Japan has screwed up themselves, but besides Hollywood. So it's just like, it's been hit or miss for the most part. Mostly misses. But I'm happy to report that this Alita Battle Angel is probably the best. If it's based on a manga / anime, it's the best one I ever seen. And I'm not a fan. I don't know of the material, if it's right or wrong, or what liveries it took. I can't say I'm not a fan. I didn't know that it was a manga adaptation to, I think, the week before I was about to see it. But it was really damn good. It looked, even though people didn't like her face, I liked it, because when because she's a role, because the basic part of it is Christoph Waltz's character finds this girl. But she was a robot that was kind of left and forgotten in this scrapyard. And he's a robotics expert, so you build her back up. And eventually she woke up with no memory of who she is and how she got in that junkyard. So he kind of takes her as a daughter. But then, one day Christoph Waltz's character at night gets attacked by these robotic, assassins. And you saw from a trailer, she remembers something, it triggers something, and then she remembers that she's like a fighting elite warrior. So now the movie is a movie about her just trying to rediscovering who she is and what's her purpose and life is. And it's a really good movie. It's the special effects, even though it's hit and miss with her, how she looked. If you want my opinion, I like it because she's a robot and it looks really good and it looked really great. Just on the other actors that had the robot parts, I liked it. It looked really good. It had that certain style. It sure had some of that uncanny valleyness to it, but I liked it. It's sci-fi. It didn't suck me out of it, like how with certain anime studios, I'm looking at you, My Hero Academia, with the whole 3D cars, or 3D animation in general. Though, like I mentioned before, in the revival the Broly movie, there were certain scenes where it looked good, where it was still bad, but at the time it looked good. So it's getting better. Though, in my opinion, the best one is the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, the recent Yu-Gi-Oh movie that came out, because at least it wasn't as a budget cut. That was like a design purposely from the start. Let's be a part of the movie, not just, hey, let's save money kind of deal. So it didn't take me out of it. But it looked really great in my opinion. And I later found out it was directed by Robert Rodriguez. No wonder. I know his movies have been hit and miss. There's no denying that. Though in my opinion, I like the first 3 Spy Kids movies. That's just my opinion. I haven't seen the 4th one. If it's bad, I understand, but I like the Spy Kids movies. 1 and 3 anyway. I haven't seen, okay, to be fair, I've seen 1 and seen 3 and I like both. I like 3 is amazing. It's one of the few good movies that utilize 3D besides Avatar. Not The Last Airbender, the one with the Blue Aliens with James Cameron. Anyway, point being, I haven't seen part 2, so bits and pieces, but I've mostly seen 1 and 3, which I enjoyed. I haven't seen the 4th one. All right. Anyway, point being, it explains why it looks so good, because it's directed by Robert Rodriguez, who did the Sin City movies, which I liked. Granted, I think first one's still better than the second one. Still, the second one's still good. Great movies. Great movies. So he has that great visual style. Because Sin City something that's like, it looks something straight out of a comic book, and he say what you will, set designs and in terms of how the characters look and the environment, he's a master at that. Kind of like with Zack Snyder, in my opinion, in terms of visual look and visual style, he has that with he has that style that's so unique to him, and you recognize it. And Robert Rodriguez, like, the characters look amazing, and the visual world around them looks amazing, and it looks believable, and it looks grimy and dirty, and I liked it. Yeah, there's CGI obviously, but I like some of the practical. I mean, I think there's some the practical, areas, the environments of the area. I like it because makes it seem real, and I like it. And I like how she, her character, the main character Leah, she's so lovable and just, you want to root for her. I like how she eats chocolate for the first time, and how she plays this like their game sport. Now at first she's struggling, but eventually gets the hang of it. And then when she does the action scenes, which are pretty damn cool to watch. Not mind-blowingly amazing, but they're good. They're really good. But what elevates it to a great movie is just the incredible acting from not only her but Christoph Waltz. They feed off each other fantastic. She finds out about the hunters as the movie goes on, which I won't spoil what they're about, but you'll find out as you go see the movie, and you see all these different kind of cool hunters and stuff. And essentially there's one actor who played I think it was his name Francis from the Deadpool movie. He plays an assassin. And I like how because it has his face and it's a robotic body. He looked cool and awesome, and he showed these other assassins. I think one of them, I could be wrong, I think one of the actors played a Scorpion from Mortal Kombat Legacy. Seriously, that wish it was in season 3. It was so awesome. He was awesome. How awesome was it, Scorpion? Anyway, point being, great movie. Go see it. I cannot recommend it enough. It's doing well in the box office, and for the most part, and then something I heard internationally, I think it debuted for $65 million internationally, so it's doing well internationally. America, decent. It only made like $65 million, but last time I checked, the internationally made $200 million, so it's making bank overseas. But hopefully it picks up here. But I think I think as a sequel, I think it'll do a lot better because people were on the fence about it, especially considering it was an anime adaptation, and a lot with Dragon Ball Evolution. It left a lot of, including me, left a lot of bad taste in people's mouths, so they were very hesitant. And Robert Rodriguez's track record hasn't really been consistent in recent time, but he's nailed it. Listen, the main actress who played Lita did a fantastic job. Christoph Waltz was amazing. The love interest of this boy that she meets was fantastic. The antagonist, assassin robots, looked amazing, looked great, and of course there just was one scene which is in that sports area. That scene was phenomenal and so cool, and I wish they showed more of it. And hopefully it looks like they're hinting towards a sequel. How they show more of that in their story, and it's just a well done, underrated movie. I went in with low expectations and came out relatively surprised. Like, wow, this movie's great. I definitely would see a sequel. That's how good it is. So overall, I give RockingTheBlade a solid 8 out of 10. So it's the best movie I've seen this year by far. So solid movie. Alright guys, so that's my review roundup. So again, to recap, The Upside I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Cold Pursuit I gave it a 7 out of 10. And Alita Battle Angel, 8 out of 10. So definitely go see those movies, or when they come out, see them in theaters while you can, or rent it see it on Netflix, or rent it on Redbox, or buy it digitally. It's definitely, at least rent it before you buy it. I cannot recommend these movies enough. They're all fantastic. Definitely go see these movies. I cannot recommend it enough. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, RockingTheBlade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. Have a great day.